The funny part about it is that both of them are arguing over an identity that both are participating in hiding the truth. And I mentioned that in the post itself. Let me just take you to the post. So I said in their post, the fight of words is nothing more than mere distraction from the truth, and both sides know it. When you get to know the truth and then you see people fight over an identity that is not theirs, then give the real Jews constructed identity, it's beyond shocking. Russia revealed who the real Jews are after decades of people, scholars, scientists, anthropologists, even DNA have already shown us, right? The fact that the world is still not accepting truth, facts, and DNA evidence tells you that deep down, no one wants the real Jews to be acknowledged. One of the documentaries that I've watched is called Reclaiming the Throne. 2021, very shocking. Never heard of it until the past weekend. Someone brought it to my attention, and they also were shocked that it was out since 2021, and we didn't hear a peep about it. But it's very scientific, the research. All of the contents, they give you the bibliography of it. They cite their information. Very, very thorough, very, very detailed. Scientific to the degree where it's undisputable because of the breadth and the depth of work that they have dug up, and the literature that they have dug up. And again, for every literary piece that they mention, they've cited, and they give it to you for you to go and find yourself. There's archive information, there's oral information, but there's a lot of cited information as to who the children of Israel are. And they've been hiding in plain sight. And that's something that is a reoccurring theme, is that the truth is in plain sight. So it's free on Tubi. If you have a PS4, if you have, I think you can also get it on your phone device. You can get on your television if you have a smart TV, or I believe it's also on YouTube, but I went to it on Tubi. But I've been told that you can also get it on YouTube. But it's called Reclaiming the Throne. And I'm just shocked at not just this information, but all the information that I am coming across that's been in plain sight. And they weren't hidden. They've been free. The only thing is you have to have known it. And you wonder how many people have known this and have not said anything. So, like anything, anytime I get information, I share. And it's up to viewers to also share. So it's called Reclaiming the Throne. And I'll put the link in the description. But yeah. Both are fighting over an identity that's not theirs. And they both know it, because in that documentary, that scientific, academic, very captivating, it keeps you very engaged the way that they've presented it. So it's not too academic where you falling asleep. They mixed it up so well. you get to see the evidence and the proof in there that they know this. It's in their Torah. They know the truth all this time. Both the sides, the Zionists and the ones that say they're not Zionists, they both are walking around with identities that they know is not originally theirs, and the original people whose identity have been stolen and given a constructed identity, they know who they are. And for all these years, even the quote-unquote good ones and the good side, they're liars because they kept up the lie. And people, I find, the more things are coming to my attention, people keep the lie going to preserve their own selves. And this is where selfishness is at the root of every evil. And that is why it comes back right to your house. Because you fully know the truth, but you kept quiet because you were afraid of what would happen to you. If this isn't my identity and it's theirs, then what's my identity? So you prefer to continue pushing the lie for self-preservation. And they actually told you that self-preservation is important. And then you realize when it comes down to this, self-preservation is a myth when you lie. Because you don't preserve nothing when you lie. Because it comes out. And when it comes out really bad. And then what have you preserved all this time? Where it's just going to literally disintegrate right before your eyes. Everything that you were doing to preserve just melts away. Because the thing with all of the people that you've aligned yourself with, thinking that you all are going to lie about the truth, but then each one of you hate each other. There's a saying when I was growing up that says, teeth from teeth make God laugh. With the Caribbean dialect, it'll say teeth from teeth make God laugh. But you actually believe, you deep down in your own DNA and in your own community, you hate each other. But you believe that a common hate for common people was going to sustain you. You really think that was sustainable and that you both are not going to turn on each other eventually? Because you really thought that you had this common hate for this common people and this common hate is going to sustain you. It's like people who go into relationships codependent on both of them hating this one person, and they believe the hate for this one person is going to keep their relationship alive. Listen, you just got to sit back and watch the disintegration of that relationship. And it's the same thing with this. A common denominator of hating somebody else is never a good premise for your relationship. And each one of you have kept a relationship going based on hating a common people where their descendants have done nothing wrong but to be born into the decisions of their ancestors. And it's going to come back to your descendants, and your descendants are the ones that's yelling, it's not our fault. We are not responsible for what our ancestors did, but it's okay for us to be responsible for what our ancestors did. You were okay. You were good and fine to tell me, my children, my mother, my father, my grandmother, my great-grandfather, and then my children's children. So those in the past and those in the present and those in the future, you are okay and content for us to live in the repercussions of our ancestors. But your descendants shouldn't. Listen, the devil is a liar, and for everybody who think that the devil is your friend, let me remind you that the devil is a liar. The lies that it made you co-sign on and told you it's going to pinky swear, it's always going to be on your side, the devil is a liar. You can never sustain any relationship on the foundation of hating someone else. That's called codependency. You both are depending and codepending on each other on a foundation of hating someone else. And you really think that was going to give you longevity. Well, let me tell you, nothing but pain and suffering comes to those type of relationship in this life and in the afterlife. And your children's children who are being birthed from your decision to be codependent on hating somebody else, your children's children is going to suffer the consequences of your decision. Ours is done. We fulfilled ours. Our 400 years end in 2019, and that is why they threw 2020 on the whole world and they attacked everybody, because it's about time for them to turn on each other. But ours is done. And as much as they try all these dramas, these wars, it's not going to escape what is coming. You're only delaying the inevitable, and you're also bringing down all of the blind people with you because they're also being distracted. And I do feel sorry for them, because they're not being aware of what is coming, and they're not getting themselves prepared by cleaning their heart and doing their mirror work, because your codependent allies are intentionally keeping you in the dark. Because why? Misery likes company, and it's going down and taking down everybody it can with it. But us who are truly awake, the true truthers, the ones who are not willfully blind, the ones that do not have biases and hypocrisies blinding us with a big mold in our eyes while we're going around telling people to clear out their eyes. You know, us who've done the mirror work, us who's looked ourselves in the mirror and clean out our big moles out of our eyes, us who've taken the responsibility and take the accountability for the actions that us and our ancestors did. And you who like to tell us, oh, your people sold you out, you know, you arrogant ones. Oh my gosh, listen, you're talking about your own selling you out? Look no further than 2020 to present. Your own have sold you out, and you are going down in their ship because you're stuck on your arrogance. And you think truth is hate. You think my videos are negative and she's so keep saying that. And then when it comes smack in your face, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah. What you thought was negativity, it was me trying to wake you up. And what you think is positivity because it's so soothing and so calming, it's putting you to sleep. And I'm going to continue to be who I am and continue to share the truth so that it is documented that the truth was out there. In and amongst all the others who've been posting and sharing truths, we are being recorded that we did our part. Now, what part did you play? You kept swiping. You didn't watch. You made a judgment on how the message is coming to you. It's not coming to you the way you would like it to, so you're not listening to it. Okay, continue being that and continue doing that. But at the end of the day, both of those quote-unquote Jew-ish people, neither one of them are the real Jews, and both sides know the truth. So, go and take a look at Reclaiming the Throne. And I would invite you to listen to my videos and get caught up. You might just save yourself in the nick of time. Just saying. This is Lady O. Stay in action with faith and possibility. Walk in and protect your light. Your purpose will find you. Say what you mean and live like you mean what you say. Oh, happy day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.